Okay, we're back. We took a week off.
Mm-hmm.
So last week was, well, yeah, not this last weekend was Border Brigade. That was their very first ASA, and I think they did a hell of a job.
Mm-hmm.
I, the, what do
Warren
you?
went there too.
Yeah, what do you think, Warren?
Well, I thought it was a good shoot.
Yeah, it was.
Real good shoot.
Damn,
Had a little weather, but other than
I mean, dude, they knocked it out of the park.
They didn't fuck around.
No.
For sure.
I mean,
They went on.
it was probably the best practice for Metropolis I could ask for.
Mhm.
Considering that we leave for,
I don't
all
think
of us
Metropolis will be that hard, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, you think Metropolis will be easier?
It might be. I don't know.
But anyway, that wasn't a bad shoot. And so I shot that on Sunday. Then on Saturday, I shot Irv's shoot,
Mhm.
and that was fun. I mean, it's always fun to do a local shoot, and so then, like I said, we're all leaving from Metropolis on Wednesday. Some
Yep.
of us in the morning, some of us in the evening, and
Yeah, we'll be leaving late.
yeah, but we'll all be down there, and I guess we're all going to meet at Friday night at Superman for pictures. 5:30. Yep. So anybody listening to this, Friday night at 5:30, all the Iowa ASA, we're going to meet
You heard that, Warren?
at Superman at Metropolis for pictures. So and
We did that last year too.
what time is it?
5:30
Friday
on
night.
Friday though.
Another thing, the MVP voting is still open for Iowa ASA. It closes the 16th, I believe. So then we'll go through all the votes and we'll tally up, and we'll have a winner or whatever you guys want to call it, or that'll be done. We'll announce all that at state shoot. So, but well, today we got Warren. Warren's going to talk about.
Mr. Warren Rush, president of the Iowa State Archery Association. Is that? Yeah, that's correct. I think.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Yeah, he's going to talk about state
Runs
field.
the Iowa Pro Am. Reluctant. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So what do you got for us today, Warren?
Well, I can solve some of the rumors. The Iowa Pro-Am is scheduled for January 12th, 13th, and 14th to be at a new, and that's 2024. It'll be at a new event center, fully remodeled. It's a fairly nice, I mean, probably one of the better lighting that we've had. Guaranteed better lighting.
Yep.
And still working on some things before I give all the info. I know a lot of people want to know restaurants and hotels and everything. A lot of that goes into it. I always get, for every room that is booked to the Pro-Am, we get so much money from that room. So I want to make sure the motels are committed to us before I say, okay, here's all the motels. So there's things going on that's why I am not answering all the questions. Where the motels are and things like that. That'll all come out. We are on the NFAA calendar and on the website now. So we are pro sanctioned again. And we'll be running a full page ad. It will come out in September, I believe, in the NFAA magazine. And then our new website and everything will be up with all the information. So we should be able to get everybody informed. It'll be an easy place to find. Free parking.
Yeah, it's a nice facility. I know where it's at. You're on the same format.
Same.
So five spot Friday and Saturday,
Correct.
and Vegas. Everybody shoots Vegas on Sunday.
Yep.
Correct.
And it's only like 10 minutes from the previous location, right? Somewhere like that.
Yeah, it's not far.
It's not far. Actually, it's easier to get to
Yeah.
the new one.
Well, yeah, because you don't have to go downtown and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's,
So
and it's nice over there. Really, there's a lot
Yeah.
over there.
yeah,
Urbandale
there
area.
is.
Yeah.
There'll be a few things changed. There'll be no bow storage. We've got no lockup room there, but we'll have room for you to set up your bows and to store them while you're shooting and stuff. And practice range that'll be free practice range.
Really?
So
Nice.
What made you change your decision on that?
we raised the entry fee.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I think that's
That's
reasonable,
more than
honestly.
fair. Yeah.
Well, I think that's just because it's like, just do it. Like, if people don't practice, it's on them. But like if they say raise the entry fee and it include practice, I'd be okay with that.
Well, like ASA, you buy the practice, they give it back to you.
What are you talking about?
When you register for the ASA shoot, if you buy the practice, they give you a $15 discount.
I don't know if I've ever seen this before.
Oh yeah,
You sure?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at least that they have on
Man,
mine.
that's cool. He ain't giving you a discount, though. But that's reasonable.
We're still
I think.
getting the practice for free.
I don't care if they don't have a discount. Really, ASA should have a VIP practice range or just another practice range, but that's a whole nother conversation. I don't know. Have you been to many pro-ams?
No, this will be
Those
my
practice
first.
ranges can be fucking full sometimes. It is
Yeah,
really annoying.
It's good. So I'm cheating. I'm shooting GPO Saturday morning before my round, and maybe Friday before my round. So I have to go to the practice range.
Yeah, which even that could take some time.
Yeah, it can take time, but
But yeah, they have 40 practice targets, 3D targets, and they are still usually pretty full. During the, like, right before a time, or something.
Yeah, yeah. That's like all the NFA.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Nationals and stuff. I've been to all of them, and yeah, it's all always full.
Yeah, indoor nationals was pretty,
Yeah.
like, oh, man. And then, like, you'd just be waiting for, like, to hang up a target, and they'd be like, you'd see fucking 6 other people, and it's like, okay. And, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
and like at the field nationals and stuff like that, it's always really full.
I bet it's even worse, yeah, because
Yeah, 'cause-
outdoors, not as many bills.
so
Yeah.
what do you have for a practice range at field?
So they'll hang, every size of the target on the bales, and they'll be all from
All distances?
Yeah, from 10 yards all the way out to
Oh,
80.
okay.
And so you'll just start shooting and work your way around.
I don't think it'll pick that up. They just decided to start weeding on the inside of the
that'd be
building, it
fun.
sounds like. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So what else is coming up, Warren?
Well, we've got State Field the 9th of July in Dyersville,
Which
the
is a
Sportsman's
Sunday.
Club.
It's a Sunday, guys.
That's a Sunday
yep.
in Dyersville, at the Sportsman's Club in Dyersville. It's on the. It's also on Facebook and on our website.
Okay.
Yep.
So-
And so even if you are shooting the ASAs, if you're watching, you can shoot the ASA on Saturday, shoot that on Sunday.
So do you have to be a member to shoot it? Can you shoot
Nope.
it as a guest?
You can be a guest.
Okay.
The only thing is, as a guest, you're not in for the trophies. So we give out medals, and you actually would get a championship certificate if you win any of the NFAA sanctioned shoots that we put on. Your indoor, 5-spot, your state field, and your state target. So that is NFAA recognized shoots. We turn them scores into the NFAA. So
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
I should have brought some patches and stuff. But-
Yeah. I think I got one, yeah. For something.
Championship patches and stuff you can put on your
Okay.
whatever they're like
Yeah.
iron on,
It's cool.
But-
Yeah.
and certificates that you can hang on the wall.
What's the entry fee?
Pro is 60 and 25 for amateurs.
Yep.
That's not bad.
I mean, it's
bad.
the same. As
Yeah, it's not
what
bad at
ours
all.
is.
Yeah. The only difference is you shoot more than 25 targets.
Yep. You shoot a lot more than
You shoot
25 targets.
Yeah.
Way too much.
It's-
Well, it might be about 25 targets, but it's not 25 arrows. That's for sure.
No.
I don't know how many targets is it.
What would it be?
All 3 ends of 14.
Yeah, 3 ends 14, so that's 42 stations.
Oh, okay. And it's what, like 120 or something arrows?
Yeah.
42 times 4.
Well, 14 of them is just one arrow.
Oh.
The animal round's one arrow.
Because animal round's kind of like 3D, but a little different. But actually, I think I'm gonna really enjoy field personally. But yeah, because it's like you shoot it. If you completely miss, you can shoot again. But it's more about like it's kind of like almost like redding with those. Like you just want to not miss the center of it.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Those
So
look
if
cool.
you miss, you shoot it again. Well, you can't.
like if you completely miss the bail, you can shoot again and it'll get reduced points.
If it's a non-scoring arrow, you want to shoot your second, so you still get a score.
Oh.
That's
The
what I do,
scores just
but-
drop down. Yeah.
Yeah.
For every arrow, you get into a different bracket of scoring.
Okay. I see. Confusing, but I understand.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to worry about it. We'll always have you grouped with somebody that knows what's going on.
That'd be
so,
cool.
and it's actually, there's a lot of little rules, but we won't worry about it until you're there shooting. I mean, it would be confusing to tell you, okay, every 14 targets, you got to change sides. You're shooting in pairs. So you take off, you're shooting on the right, you get through 14, you rotate over, you're shooting on the left, and just little things like that. And you'll shoot, the first guy's up, shoot the bottom target on a stacked target. And there's little rules, but it's not something that if you're put with somebody, you're going to understand real quick.
Do they still have the fan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We still have,
That'd be the
several
only one I
fans.
think is kind of dumb, but I get that it's kind of traditional now. But yeah, because it's like why we gotta move? Like, what's the purpose? But yeah, I don't know.
If the fan is set up correctly, the right distance in between the stations,
Mm-hmm.
it does. The center two are pretty much straight on. The other two are angles.
Okay, so you get
So
a little
so
bit
then
of that.
yeah. So then you get the how you get the angle. You get the hold over one
Yep.
way or the other on the angles.
Yeah, hold away into the quarter to waist side usually, I think.
Yeah. Be a challenge.
Just little things.
Might have to
And then you
try.
get your walk ups that you'll do. Shoot one arrow at each distance going in. So little things like that.
Unlike you, if I go, I'm not changing arrows. I'm gonna shoot 27s.
Have fun with that.
I will.
How many people have you seen do that?
I've seen a few do it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Fun.
several guys
How'd it-
that bring their 3D rigs.
How did it go for them? No, I'm fucking with
I'm just doing it for fun.
fun.
The problem is I might blow up arrows. That
Yeah,
could be-
that's what I don't want to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
See.
Animal round though, that'd be different. Even though that still
If-
goes at to 60, right? Which isn't that far. It goes animal round max distance 60 or what? Something like that.
60.
See, that's reasonable-ish.
I'm like 27s. They'll fly 80.
Yeah. Well, they'll fly there, I'm sure.
So the animal round is up to the club to set the distance. So the only thing that'll matter is, like I've told you before, the size of the dot. The size of the dot determines the distance, the max distance that they can shoot away. Like this one here is,
Group 3, it says.
yep. So the max this could be shot is 32 yards.
Okay. And that's what do you think that is for the center? Like an inch and a half, 2?
That looks like
It looks like a Vegas
12 ring.
Yeah.
It's 35.
So it's not even. I mean, it's hard to hit it, but it's not like insane.
Are they colored? The animal rounds will be white or black,
Yes.
correct?
Yes. And I only brought white ones.
Yep. He shot at that one too. Used. What's the max on that one? That's like it looks like a 1 inch.
Yeah. So that one,
Or
20.
1 1/4. 20?
20.
Oh, so it's probably 1 inch. Yeah. So like
Yep.
just a little bit bigger than an X.
Yeah.
Almost an X.
Yep.
It might even be an X.
Yeah. And most of the time you'll see them, see us from 20 all the way into 10. So most of the time you'll see them like at 14 yards,
Okay.
11 yards.
All right.
So, yeah, the club is allowed to set them. They're just a parameter.
It's like in between this
Yep,
and this.
it's got to be in between 20 yards and 10
Okay.
for
So
that
the-
size of dot.
You're on the distances. It's not 17. It's for everything else. It's a set yardage, right?
No, he's saying no.
Now on the field and the hunter round is set yardages.
Yeah.
Every course in the United States will be set the same way.
So it's even numbers, is what I'm trying to say. So
The
it'd be-
animal round, it might not be.
the animal round might not be.
Nope.
Yeah.
So the animal round, when you start getting down, like I brought props last time too.
Yep.
So is
So-
that the animal round?
No, that's,
This is the hunter.
That's the hunter round.
Yeah. So
The
these
animal
are
round
the
usually-
odd
yes.
numbers. So this one here, so you will shoot this one at 32 and 28, and then also at 23 and 20, and 19 and 17. So those are odd.
Where'd they come up with those numbers? Just hey, this sounds good.
What was the longest for that one again?
32.
32. That's
Yep.
not bad. Do they count X's or how does that score?
The
Again.
pros count X's.
Okay, but
we do
don't.
not. Amateurs do not.
So the whole white is the highest scoring ring, or the whole black for that one.
The whole black, yes.
And that is that a 10
Do you count
or
X's or no?
Fives.
or 5s?
You count X's for tiebreakers
Oh,
though,
I'm
or
sorry,
no?
did I hit that?
No, I don't think so. I was just checking.
We do not count X's.
Okay, you don't even write them on a scorecard.
We do put them on the scorecard, but
Okay.
it doesn't really determine.
Does it
you
do
know,
for
that much.
tiebreakers or anything?
Yeah, it would, but you're not going to get too many ties.
Okay, pull it over a little bit farther just to make sure they can see it. I think they can.
Yeah.
from
So
over
it
there.
goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, correct?
5, 4, 3.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Adam likes this bigger place to miss. No,
well, I,
Yeah.
I'm
I
kidding.
just thought maybe every ring
So-
was something.
yeah,
So this
yeah.
would be the field round, and there's your even numbers. So this one, farthest it'll be shots 35, and then it's 30, 25, and 20, and 15.
Okay. And so even for the pros, it's the same except for the X is a 6.
Nope.
or is it just an
X.
X? Okay, but
an
they need to count it though.
So at the end of it, they'll count all their scores up and add the X's to it. So basically,
Okay.
yes, it's a 6.
Okay,
So that's why you'll see, they'll have a number and then they'll have
Yeah,
their
the
X's
X
off to the
count.
side.
yeah. Because then I think 2 people shot over 100 X's at some national field this year, like one of the pros. Was that Bodie and Chris Perkins or something?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
I
Yeah.
don't remember what
That's
their
some
number
good
was.
shooting.
It's like 112 arrows at one of those targets, and one of them shot 100 and something X's. I don't know.
Yep.
How many, like a national tournament? Because we do like a half thing here, right? You do a half of each.
Half of each.
So
28 targets of each round. So one day at a national event, you'll shoot 28 field. Next day, you'll shoot 2,800.
So what one
So
did they
28
just, what
and they
one
shoot
did
4
just-
arrows?
Yep.
That was a World Archery or USA Archery.
Oh, is that the one they just got done with, where they
Yes.
judged the first day?
Yep, it's a different
Okay.
thing almost
Yep.
entirely.
Okay.
Yep.
But so they do 4 arrows, so it's 112 arrows at 28 targets. Is that what it is? Okay, so that makes sense. So dang, yeah, they missed it like 10 times on X's. But
That's
Yep.
some good
Yeah.
shooting.
So do you want me to run down through the targets?
Yeah, go for
again?
Yeah,
it.
go
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
So like this one here,
that'd be like almost a bunny
So,
target,
okay,
right?
before you do that, how many people to a group?
usually 4.
4. Okay.
Yep. Unless we really get crowded up. So there's we call this the bunny.
So does everybody get one of them to shoot at themselves? Or?
So there'll be 4 lines. So you're going to shoot in one row down,
So 1 arrow each target.
1 arrow at each target. So normally you'll start your farthest distance. The secret is always shoot your bottom up.
Why is that?
Because when you get to 20 foot and you're shooting down at this one, that's a pretty bad angle.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But
okay.
you can choose which one you do, like if you go up or down, or no.
You can choose up and down.
But you would prefer to do it bottom to top.
Yes,
Okay.
because it just gets harder.
No, I can see that.
At
Yeah.
20 foot shooting at the bottom, and it's probably going to be at ground level almost.
Yep. Yeah.
So-
Because when we went to First Dakota Classic, I wanted my target on the bottom because it's like you're already aiming up high, so you might as
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yep.
But
So these are shot, the hunter round is all shot at 11 yards. All
all of these targets will be shot at
11
11
yards.
yards.
11 yards.
Oh my God.
And these are shot at 35 feet, 30 feet, 25 feet, and 20.
What even is 35 feet? Oh, 20 feet? What is even 20 feet? I don't know. I can't do that in my head.
20 feet
20
is just
divided by
less than
3?
7.
7 yards? Okay, that's the closest that any of them will be.
Yep, that's the
even the
closest.
animal.
Yes.
So 7 yard mark.
You won't see
That's not too bad.
You
then.
won't see an animal that close.
So that must
35
be
35 is 11.
The closest you'll
Yeah.
see an animal is 10
okay.
yards.
Okay, so you just need at least up to a 7 yard
So
mark.
Yes.
in that target, am I the only one that shoots at that time, or everybody in the group?
There will be, like when you come up to a bale, it'll look like this,
Oh, okay. There'll be,
but it'll all be either hunter
so
or
everybody gets their own. that
their
row.
own row.
Own stack.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Correct.
Everybody gets their own
Correct.
bunny. I mean,
Correct.
you're not.
Interesting. They do it that way. The up and down.
Well, when you go to, I shouldn't even say, but there is a league that shoots these 4.
A league?
Yeah.
When you say a league, what do you mean?
World.
Oh, Archery Pro Series. Is that what you're talking about, or something else?
They
Europe?
were at Yankton for a
Oh.
while. It's a world something.
World Archery.
American field.
So is that the one they just did? That's how they do it. The USA Archery, the page one or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
And you're actually
You shoot a
and
quad.
which you really don't even want to think about because we don't do it that way. But you have to put it in a Z.
Oh
Formation,
my
too.
god! Just the idea that you have to do it that way would mess with me. But
Yeah.
that's probably do it
Yeah.
anyways. But okay,
So yeah, they got
tilt that up. Just make sure. But yeah, it's
they
fine.
got a lot of different rules than us.
Yeah.
Ours is a little simpler.
Well,
Yeah.
that one, no electronics for light.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of dumb stuff. Like no electronics. The first day is judging, even though it's like that where it has that one has a specific distance it has to be at, but they have like ranges, and people like use their scope to figure out
Yeah, you
where
can
it's
draw
at.
back, look, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
flat down and
They-
dial your sight. I mean,
Yeah.
They still have the size of the dot has to be within certain yardages. So you know that
Yeah.
size of dot's got to be within.
Yeah, and when
Well, it
you
could be
look at
within
it,
50 and 80 yards.
yeah, some of them are big range, which
Yeah.
is why you'd need the
Yeah.
the scope or something.
But yeah, and then it just goes up.
But not this. You can use a rangefinder for this,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can
100%.
to check it.
which you
Check.
probably should. But
And everything's marked on the stakes. If you don't have a rangefinder, like this one here will be shot, yeah, got the field, from 15 yards. You'll shoot a station at 15 yards, a station at 20 yards, a station at 25, a station at 30, and a fan at 36.
That's a pretty good poke at 36 yards for that.
Yeah.
But it's doable.
oh yeah, for sure.
I might have went one.
You gonna run a pin for that?
Probably just keep my.
The
I'm just
farthest
gonna
you
change
shoot that
arrows.
one's on 30 yards. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna change arrows. Shoot my blue light pin.
30 yards on that one.
Okay.
So then you go right up to this one, and the minimum you'd shoot this one is the 35 fan. And this one will run all the way out to 50 yards.
50 yards. Okay.
Yeah. So during your round, you'll shoot this target at 35, and they call it a fan, at 40, and then you'll do a walk up that is, you'll start at 45 yards, shoot one arrow, walk up, shoot one arrow at 40, walk up, shoot one arrow at 35, walk up and shoot one arrow at 30.
What impresses me with those, like the black, I could be like, okay, yeah, I think I can hit that 4 times. The X though, because that's not that much bigger than like a 12 ring. That's like 2
So-
inches or something.
Is
So-
there 16 arrows in that?
So when you
That'd
get
be
to this target,
4 of them, I think.
there'll
right?
be 2 of them.
Oh, 2 of them.
Oh, so 8.
Yeah, so that's where it comes into being the left or the right shooter.
Okay.
You'll put all your arrows if you know whichever side you're on.
And most are shooting skinny, so it's not like gonna
Yeah.
be a ton of carnage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it shouldn't be, but
Yeah. You want to bring plenty of arrows.
Yeah.
There are some destruction going on. And then
What's plenty? How many is
Like a
plenty?
dozen.
it's plenty. I come with a dozen.
Okay, dozen's fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
when I go to
I got a
nationals,
dozen.
I take 3 dozen.
Holy. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess there's double the arrows.
Well,
So,
you're shooting 5 days.
yeah. Oh, actually, there's more. Yeah, because you
Yeah.
shoot the 5 days.
You shoot 5 days, and you get throw away 2 days score.
Yeah, so that's another thing about the national one is you can shoot all 5 days, throw away your lower scores.
Yeah, throw away 1 on your field round,
like
1
having
on
a
your hunter
bowling.
round.
Yeah, kinda.
Yep.
And you get to throw away the lower, so it's not like if you decide to shoot the second one, you have to take the second one. You just get to take the lower or
The
take
lower of the
higher
2.
one.
Yeah. Say you had a mental breakdown, didn't set your sight on.
Mental breakdown. That's a
It's called
little
senior
extreme.
moments, but I didn't want to go there because there's a lot of seniors don't like it.
yeah.
But yeah, that's what
Fair
happens. I mean, you can misset your sight, and I mean, it happens to everybody, and then
Yeah.
you get 0. And
So this is the biggest one.
this is the biggest one. This one will be shot from 55. You'll shoot a station of 4 arrows at 55, a station of 60, a station at 65, and then you'll also do a walk up on this where you'll shoot one at 80, one at 70, one at 60, one at 50.
The one at 80 would be hard. I could see. for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, that's a fun target to shoot at 80.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bring that in just in front of you. Just make sure they can see it for one time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they can. I think I have
Yep.
it wide enough. But
I always miss the 50.
really,
That's
yeah,
always the one. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is easy.
I can see that though. Because yeah,
Where'd
it's
that
just-
go? Yeah, it happens.
I've done that ASAs a lot, like pinwheel, like 50 yarders,
Yeah.
and then like, oh look at this 30 yarder.
Yeah.
Shoot the deer in the
There-
foot.
There's your
No,
hunt.
I didn't. That was
There's
not a
your
30
hunter
yarder.
round. And that farthest you'll shoot this one, which is the same size as the other one, is 70. You'll
Oh,
do a
really?
walk up on this
that
one.
would be hard to shoot.
That one's harder to shoot for sure. Like my blue light, it might be a little bit harder. I just have to crank it up pretty high. If it's got light on it, that'll be harder for
Yeah.
sure. Because
Yeah.
it'll just have a lot of glare.
So that's basically how it is. You'll shoot 14 stations of each of the colors, and then 14 stations of the animals, which is 1 arrow at each one of those.
Okay. Yep.
So it's a real fun day.
Yep.
mean,
It
it's an
sounds
all-
like a fun. Yeah.
It's a good day's worth of shooting.
Can't wait for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get there.
I said it I think last time, but the thing that's fun to me with this and then also with like a Redding style is it's almost like golf. Like there's like a course, you can have a course record and that means something. Like, you can't really do that for ASA because it's always different.
Yep.
Or even like a national record would mean something with this because all the distances are the same. They might be a harder course with angles and stuff, but that's the only way they can play with you.
Yep.
So you can even practice like a shot
Yeah.
if you have problems with it.
Yeah, and this is Dyersville's fairly. There's one 80-yard walk up that's got. I don't remember. It's not much of a downhill. I don't even remember if we cut. I can't remember. I used my rangefinder on it, and I can't remember. But it's not bad. All the rest of them's flat. Very easy shooting, easy walking. Everything's marked. Everybody's really friendly. Will help you through it. You know, and like I say, it's all national recognized stuff. You know, so if you win it, you're a champion. And then also, I didn't have this last time. This is. I don't know if you want to get it closer.
Yeah, I'll do
This-
that. Because I think we're going to have to stop recording for a second. But yeah.
This is the buckle.
Yep. You got it focused. So this is the buckle, you were saying?
Yeah. So if you shoot, the 3 shoots are state 5-spot indoor, the field, state field shoot, and the state target. This is the all around in each class, each age that we give away at the end of the year.
Each class, each age.
So,
Keep talking.
so that's, you know, gives you something to shoot for if you go to all 3 of them.
Yep.
You know,
It's like a shooter of the year buckle, basically.
it is shooter of the year buckle.
Is that actually what it's called? I know that they say that on the. Yep, they say that on the national one. They have a shooter of the year. I knew, but.
Yep.
Nice.
And we will be changing. The next ones will be a little bit more like the ASA buckles.
Okay. So
Just
you got to
about like
win
the-
this one because this is the rare one.
Yep,
This is the last one.
Yep. This is our second edition. We had another edition that we ran out of, and
Oh snap!
this is our second,
This
and
is
then
the
there'll be a
last.
third. So,
Okay. The last of that generation.
all right. So that is July 9th, Dyersville, and we start signing up at 8 o'clock. We'll try to start shooting at 9.
Okay.
And so we'll grouped up, shotgun start,
Nice.
take off. They have lunch there, and we'll stop for lunch after you shoot your field and your hunter round, and then they'll change targets out, and then we'll go out and shoot our animal round.
So you get like real cozy during the animal round because it's or like after you shoot the big part, you just have 14 arrows left. That's kind of
Yep.
nice.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about what you need.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know though. That's still a lot before. So you'd be shooting 100-ish, almost 100 before the animal round.
Yep.
Maybe over.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We had 2 guys 2 years ago hit every dot
At the animal round,
at the animal round.
I can
at
believe that.
state.
I can believe that because you got 14 that you need to hit, and they're definitely doable. They're not easy, but they're
So
definitely
is
doable.
it pretty well? You pretty much know who has it wrapped up before the animal round, don't you?
It's
Pretty close?
Yeah, sometimes it's pretty close. Usually everybody will sit there at lunchtime and tally up the 2 rounds, and in your group, you'll know. You know, you might ask around in your age group and your freestyle or bow hunter or whatever it is. But yeah, usually everybody knows who's leading it.
I didn't even realize they had a boner division. That makes sense, but I never even thought
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think the bow hunter division, it's pins.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but yeah, the that would be a whole other challenge if you can't move the pins. Jesus,
Yeah, it's
did people come out there with?
you're only allowed 5 pins.
That's what I was going to ask you. People come out with like 9 pins or what?
Yeah,
Dude,
5
how do you
pins.
shoot 80 yards? Oh,
Oh, there's tricks to it.
What?
yeah.
It's the size of the target probably and stuff like the rings. You'd aim at a ring or
Oh
something.
yeah, over the years you learn all kinds of tricks, and it's not. I'm not going to say that you're not going to get in trouble if you get caught, but
What
you're only
kinda-
supposed to have 5 aiming pieces, but you got a bubble down there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. If you use the bow, it's not like. I mean,
It's part of the site.
yeah.
It's part of the sight, but you only have 5 aiming devices.
Yeah, because I
I
can
wonder
think bow
what
hunter should be
distances. Do
7
you know what
pins.
distances people usually set them at? Like for if you're doing a bow hunter.
Well, I've seen some guys will set up a spot hog for the hunter round and one for the field.
Because they can switch the sight.
Yep.
Oh, because the different distances. So yeah,
Because
that
the
would
odds
be
and the evens.
that would be the most advantage way. Yeah.
Yep.
If you had a fast enough bow, really, you could get by instead of. I know you can almost get by just with a 30-yard pin and not set at 20.
Yeah. I mean, you for sure not probably want to set a 20 because I mean, the size of the dot, you can use that at
You-
least.
You'd be surprised how many points you can lose on that from 10 to 30 yards.
I could believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because you need to hit an X at a lot of them, almost.
Yep. You need to be in there and don't want to lose. From 50 yards in, if you're going to be in the money, if you're going to be top dog, you don't want to miss none of them.
That makes sense.
Those are the important ones.
I was just gonna ask you. So, like, where do you think are like what targets do you think and distances are like the deciding ones? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you hit this,
Like your 32 fan, the 55.
okay,
There's a couple that's, I mean, you get them, you pretty well got it. I mean,
Okay.
like the 80 and the 70, you're only shooting one arrow there.
yeah. So it's not as you're not dropping that many.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, if you can even get in there, you're doing good. You know, it's not going to be a deciding miss if
Yeah.
you
And
I
then
mean,
the
we-
animal, there's probably a lot less movement, but there still could be some.
yeah.
But
Technical.
yeah, this sounds like a lot of fun.
It'd be. You're right. You said it before. You want to know your bow? That'd be the one to shoot.
Yeah,
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 I don't know
and
how
I've,
to do.
I've said it many a times. You know, a lot of guys will bring 3D bows there for one reason, and that's because they'll know what that bow's doing by the time they're done.
Yeah,
You know, and there's no ifs, ands, buts. It's a dot. You got to hit the dot, and if you don't, you know you got a problem.
yeah. I'm either gonna have to set up my boat after the shoot on Saturday at the 3D shoot to skinnies, or I guess I could shoot fat arrows. I don't think I'm gonna do that, and then or I could just buy another bow by then. I don't think that's also gonna happen.
Or
so.
shoot skiddies at 3D.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but man, they definitely don't score as good. I can promise you that. They definitely don't score as good. If I had like,
Oh, just hit the middle.
yeah,
I mean, really.
okay, yeah, I'll just do that. Thanks for the advice. I don't know, really. I don't know what the answer is there.
Paige did it.
I didn't hit.
She
too
did
many.
do it for a year.
Yeah.
She hit 50 up with skinnies. Did you know that at an ASA?
That's insane.
That's pretty nuts. I don't know what the course was like. I don't think I shot that one, but yeah, it was still pretty nuts.
I think this past weekend, every 12 I hit was almost dead center. You know, not
And
even
everyone
very
you
many.
missed, everyone you missed wasn't the liner, or no? I don't know.
It was
No.
either in or out. There's no questioning.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had a lot of close ones. I just couldn't buy the 12s for some reason.
yeah.
I get that a lot. But it happens.
I got a few, but I had a few ones you don't want, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I think with us shooting on Sunday, if we had had sun all the time, I think it'd have been a different day
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
because it got dark.
They got dark.
Dark.
But
Yeah.
when that sun come up, it changed everything.
Yep.
I mean, that was something shooting from the dark to the light. Whew. You know, and I don't know if it changed the left and right impact. I don't know. It's,
I don't know. For me, it was like it's hard to question the wind because like already at like 40 or some yards, like you're questioning on whether or not like okay, my left to right variance is so big at that distance. It just is.
yeah.
And then like you add wind and you're like, well, was that me? Or was that like did I make a shitty shot or was it actually the wind? And it's like I have no idea. Okay.
Well, and then standing in that timber, it sounded like it was blowing 80 mile an hour.
Yeah, it did. And it we didn't feel that much, but it's like it felt like it was maybe pushing a little bit the arrows, but I don't know. I don't know.
It was fun, though.
Because they're still
Yeah.
huge arrows, so it's like you definitely could push them.
Yep.
It was a good time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's hard to believe ASA is about over.
Yeah,
The summer's gone fast.
actually, I mean, like I say, I don't want it to end, but like I actually can't wait for indoor, just because I want. I mean, I'm usually like this at the end of the year. I don't know if you get like because you just like by the end of either one, you're waiting for the other one, but then by the end of the next one, you're also waiting on the other one because you're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck indoor now.
Yeah. I got still quite a bit in August and September to go to too with Yankton coming up.
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that.
When's the outdoor target?
Same weekend as Yankton, so that'd be. Or you mean the state?
State.
Yeah, when is state? Probably August too, right?
Yeah, we're one weekend ahead of Yankton.
That
So
makes
I
sense.
know I'm definitely going to that.
Okay, cool.
Because I will have, by then, all my 3D would be pretty much. ASA is done, so I'm going to switch the bow over to skinny arrows.
Are you thinking of going to Yankton?
No, I'll go to state target.
Man, you should go to Yankton.
Nah,
I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to Yankton, but
I am going to state target because I wanted to go last year and I had to go up. Actually, last year I didn't go because I went to Border and shot their course to see how it would work for an ASA.
it wasn't an ASA yet. Gotcha.
Yeah, I went up there because that was their last shoot, so I went up there and shot that.
So was their courses long? Or
No, actually, so Their actual course was 40 targets. Where we stopped and turned around, if you went down probably,
When I say long, I meant like distance wise, like how they said it.
hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
So-
I was just wondering if somebody maybe was like,
No.
"Oh, you guys can't set this soft," and they were like, "Okay,
No, no.
okay, I guess we're just gonna, you know."
so here's what Randy told me. Gavin liked long shots.
Okay, yeah.
There
for
were
sure.
70-yard shots.
Oh, on their.
Out-
Oh, that's
out
kind
in
of
the
cool.
meadow.
Well, yeah, they had a lot of distance. I mean, they could have had like
I mean,
200-yard
it was
shots if they
nuts.
wanted to.
But that was a good. They had a lot bigger targets. They had a lot of big targets set up out in the meadow,
Yep.
and you went down quite a ways. They had 20 on one side and 20 on the other.
Okay.
So
I'm not complaining, by the way. I'm just, just asking
yeah,
because I would prefer them to do this.
oh, I thought that was set up beautiful. I mean, I will say that's probably one of. I've been looking forward to this one all year.
Yeah.
That did not disappoint.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
I
cool.
mean, I haven't been disappointed yet this year.
And
all
it's the
courses.
closest one to us, so that's also cool.
Oski's probably the.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
Oski's the
it's
closest,
second closest, probably.
Yeah, and Pat gave me a clue. He's changed. That's going to be all different for state, completely. So, but Lepix is going to be really good,
Oh yeah.
and that's the weekend after we get back.
Have you shot out there yet?
No, I have not.
It's
Steve's.
a really nice course. I mean, it is like
It's a golf course.
yeah, it's just like
I shit you not. You
yeah,
walk
really
on a golf
well
course.
mowed and everything. Like yeah, really flat. for
I
most of
still
it.
think he sits at home at night thinking of how can I make this shot harder, and he just does it. He built a big ass tower. He shoot off a tower at one. It's nice. So
Yep.
we've been really fortunate this year. We haven't really had a bad course.
No.
I mean, some were a little short in distance, but the last from Steve's on, they've all
Yeah.
been long.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, really, scores looked really, really good in the beginning because they weren't super long. They were still good courses, but like Steve's shot, going into Steve's at Boondocks, you're going to get maxed out. You're going to have max shots. Well, then you went to Echo Valley, which is 2 weekends ago, and you were maxed out there too. I mean, they had that meadow. You're on the bright sun shooting the dark holes. The day I shot, it rained, so I could see them better. But shooting in the bright sun into them dark holes would be awful. Then you shot in the timber, and it was really good. But they had a really good mix of yardages there, and it was pretty It was a technical course too.
Yeah, it was hard. That's for sure.
I mean, and then what Border Brigade did was just they're
definitely-
putting the gauntlet down, saying, "Steve, we're longer than you."
Yeah. Yep. I'm sure he won't take that very well. I'm sure he'll take that great. I'm sure he won't
gonna
set
be
every target at
competition.
50 yards next year or whatever.
But and Don goes, he was worried that the one side didn't move our sight much. I go, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The angle changed.
Yeah.
I mean, if you shot it with your rangefinder, yeah, it might have
There
been.
was one that was like 13 degrees, wasn't there?
Yeah, that bear was 13 degrees.
Yeah.
I almost cut 1.5 yards on that.
Yeah.
And still, makes you work at it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the course was great. I mean,
I agree.
I didn't shoot the greatest, but
Yeah, me neither.
I was happy. I was very. Take my 2 5s away.
Yeah.
I only shot 3 8s
Yeah.
and 5 12s. So I was. But the 2 5s, I shot first on 2 targets we don't shoot.
Yeah. I still don't know what happened with my 5. I shot my first 5 of the year, but I don't really know for sure. Like it was a tiny dip, but it went like way low.
Yeah.
Like this much lower than I thought I was supposed to go. So I don't know.
Your reaction when Jacob goes, "It's in the foot." There ain't no way it's in the
Well,
foot.
first he was like, I don't remember what. Justin said something. I don't remember what he said, but he was like, "Did you get it?" And I was like, "I don't know. That's why I'm looking at Jacob." As I just like turned around like, and then he just didn't even say anything. He just kind of like, I'm like, "What did I do? Just tell me." And then he's like, "In the foot." I'm like, "No, it isn't." It's like, "Oh, it's in the fucking foot. That's for sure." That's cool.
Well, it's no different what Jacob on the very first target. He turns around and looks at us. Then the wind picked up. Goes, "God, this wind's tough," and shoots. Drills the upper 12. He goes, I go, "Jacob, you didn't call it."
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
What do you mean? You looked at me, didn't say nothing,
Yeah.
didn't say
yeah.
anything, complained about the wind. Oh, damn it, I did, didn't I?
Yep.
But that's 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 ASA.
Oh yeah.
It's fun. It's just fun.
Yep.
So
Okay. What else do you want to talk about? What else do you have coming up for Iowa, or I don't know, anything you want to talk about at all?
Well, we just got the 2 shoots left for our outdoors.
And then go back to indoor and the pro-am and all that.
Yep.
Cool.
did you see the Midwest Open?
Location?
Yep.
Yeah.
Springfield.
Oh really?
Yeah, I knew she moved.
Where
And
was
it's in-
it? Kansas City?
No,
Peoria.
Springfield.
Oh, I'm thinking of the
It
wrong
was-
one. Springfield, Illinois. Yeah.
Yeah. It was in Peoria for
Peoria.
quite a few years.
Mhm.
That's December 15th,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, Indiana took the first weekend December. Illinois,
Was
Springfield.
that a series, or did it used to be?
Well, it kind of was. It was Peoria, us, and Kansas City.
Okay.
And then that fell apart. And then we are now trying to work on something, but until we all get on the same page, Adam and I have discussed it a lot, but until everybody can put in the same amount of money to try to make a try shoot happen, it's hard to do it with just one person putting money in.
So couldn't you put an entry part that says, "Hey, I want to shoot the try shoot," and X amount of money goes towards it? Would that work?
If you paid an entry fee for all 3, that'd be a lot of commitment, knowing that you're going to make it to all 3. The last one, the way Jamie tried to do it was a total score, which what ended up is you're just going to get the top maybe 4 or 5 guys and gals in every bracket, every age group, every equipment. And nobody else is going to jump in because they know they're not. But what I'd like to see is like an average done between the 3, and throw one score out, take the other 2 and average it,
Okay.
and put them in like that, somehow like that, and figure out the winners.
Yeah.
If you can shoot a consistent score or something,
Yeah.
see what happens. Something like that, something different. Because if you're going to do it, you want to pull a lot of people in. Because if you're going to put a lot of money for a trophy or, or cash war,
There is something in the works for Iowa this winter
Yep.
that
Kind of like a local shop
Yep.
series thing that we're gonna
and,
do.
we're gonna meet. Hopefully
3D or spot.
Both.
It'll probably be both.
It'd be both.
So like, that's kind of the cool thing about it, I think. But it'll be like this shop, another shop, another shop, and
Be 4
then-
of us.
Yeah, 4. Okay, and then like one will be a 3D shoot, one will be a target shoot, and I think we're gonna count all the scores.
All the scores.
So you
we
have to
we
go
have to we have to have a meeting about it.
Yeah, we don't know for sure, but it'll be cool.
We got to discuss rules. We need to talk about. There's a lot of things we need to talk about rule wise.
Yeah, and then like how for sure it's gonna work if it's
Yeah.
like an individual thing or if it's like a shop team thing
Then
versus
we got
that shop's
we gotta
team.
make a definition of what is a shop team
Yeah,
instead of I want you no. You got it like in my mind when it's a shop team. Like okay, let's say Total Outdoorsman wants to put a team together. You need to be a member of the Total Outdoorsman range to be able to be on that team.
We used to do team shoots at the IBA Fall Festival, and so it was from each club. So like Mid Iowa, we'd come with a team, and the way it was is you had to have, I think it was 5 different brackets. So you had to have a lady at least.
this is exactly kind of what we were thinking.
You had to have a youth, you had to have a senior, and you had to have a bow hunter and a freestyle shooter.
I wonder if they knew about this. Who pitched
I
it to
don't
us.
know.
But yeah, because that was kind of maybe the plan too, is like a freestyle, at least a bow hunter. We didn't think about the lady, but that
We're
should be a
going
good idea.
freestyle and bow hunter for sure.
Yeah,
And I think we included a youth also. I
that
think
would
it
be a
was.
good idea as well.
Yes, it would.
We have Tad. No, I'm
Well,
kidding.
okay. Now, what's your
I'm
definition
kidding.
of youth, though?
Well, I don't know. Well, yeah.
You
What
have
did
to
you
set
guys
the
do?
ages.
I mean,
What did you guys do? Do you
I
remember?
don't remember what bow hunter ages were, to tell you the truth, but it was a youth, not a young adult.
Oh, well, we don't have that.
yeah, because young adult is basically an adult
I
shooting.
think
Yeah,
the youth isn't
well,
it
it's
14 and under?
17.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14 and
You got
12
Knox.
to 14. Actually, yeah, we still win. No, okay, I'm sure you guys got some good people, but I don't know.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna make people travel, but
Mhm.
they'll be on Sundays because it'll work probably the best
Yep.
for everybody. So
Yep.
I'm looking forward to
I'm
it.
thinking about that now. Like, so Total Outdoorsman, You guys have Lynn for the senior. We have Roger. I don't know who you guys have for the youth, but we have Knox.
Uh,
So like we'll see.
I can also have Jeff Hopkins
You could try.
because he's a member there.
You could try. You ask him. Good luck. 4 shoots. I don't even know if Lynn will commit to 4 shoots.
I don't know,
He's just like, I just want to do like national stuff, dude. I don't know.
but yeah, it'd be fun.
We got Warren too.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
You
But-
you could always say that, you know, maybe no pros too, because sometimes happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
No pros.
You might be out.
No pros. I might be out. I don't know about that. I ain't no professional.
Yeah.
Somebody
Or-
pay me.
or
You're gonna
if-
pay me, and then I can't.
Or
do
if
it.
you say pros, then every team has to have one. Because
yeah,
that's how the
which
game was played up there. It's everybody had a bracket, and you had to fill each one of those. So if one team comes pro, well, then that means everybody's got to come.
yeah.
with a pro.
So what, Total Outdoorsman and us would have. I guess if I shot it as that could work. But who would be the other ones? Do you know? Can you think of any
The other teams.
for the other teams?
Oh.
That'd be the only problem. So that probably wouldn't work out.
Moss would be one.
Yeah, if you convince him to sign up in that slot.
Yeah, he'd do it.
Okay. I would hope so. That'd be cool. But then what about the other one? I feel like there's got to be somebody over there, right?
Down south.
Jason?
Yeah.
Would Jason do it for them?
Oh, I might.
Does that count? You
Mm.
might? Yeah. Well, you're TO, no?
Yeah, I'd be TO.
Yeah.
Jason would be TO.
Oh, I thought he was the other one.
No,
Okay. Well, who would be for the other one?
I don't know who they have up there at Plum Creek.
No, I was thinking of F6.
That's down south.
Oh, well, who's that then?
Steve, recount.
Okay. Yeah, that could work.
That'd be tough.
Yeah,
They
that
got a
could
lot
work.
of good shooters down there.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out.
That's a scary place down there. They could beat our
A
ass.
scary place down there. Yeah,
They show us northern boys how we're doing it wrong.
maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I feel pretty good about our odds, especially if like you have to have one bow hunter. Oh no, that sucks for us that we have to have a bow
Robbie.
hunter. No, Mark. What are you talking
Mark,
about? Yeah. I mean Robbie's fine, but I mean
Yeah,
if we're doing
but
an indoor
see,
shoot.
that's just
We
it.
can sub one out. We'll do
We
Mark
gotta
for the
fi-
indoor. Robbie
We got to
for the 3D.
figure out the bow hunter rules.
Oh, well, I mean just be NFA, no?
I don't.
I guess you could do it the other
So-
way, but
I'm torn on that.
I mean,
I really am because I think when I think of a bow hunter setup, I think of screw-in points.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean,
Well,
if that,
we can fudge that pretty. I mean, I know some 27s. We can put
but
screw
you know what
points
I'm
in.
getting at. I mean, I understand.
Yeah.
If you say they can shoot 27s, it's a target bow with short bars.
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
mean, I don't know.
Am I wrong, Warren?
Just the 27s isn't making a target bow.
No, am I
being,
wrong,
It being
though?
a target bow makes it a target bow.
Well, there is. What did they used to call the bow hunter that could use long stabilizers and everything but magnification? What was that called? You could always write something like that.
Is
in
it like
there.
Hunter?
No,
something?
that was even the beginner.
I mean, I think that'll be the biggest debate because I mean,
You guys make the rules, we'll play them.
I think if you're
What's
going
your
to put a hunter in there, I don't think I'd tell them any rules on the arrow. I mean, they want to shoot a broom handle, let them shoot it. You know, I don't care.
I mean, I
pretty funny.
I see it both ways.
Yeah.
But if they're dead set on having to have a bow hunter,
Mm-hmm.
have a bow hunter.
Yeah.
See, that was the only reason when we did that. It evened the teams out, you know, because it's hard to find a top in every one of those brackets in your club.
I agree, but I feel pretty
Very
good
hard.
about our odds. I do agree, though.
Well, I can put Jason with his bow hunting bow.
Yeah, I'm not saying it won't be hard, but I feel pretty good about our odds either way. I'm going to be confident either way.
I
But
see.
yeah.
Yeah, you're just stacking the odds against you.
No, it'll be if they break down. It's not gonna be me.
Oh, this is gonna be a shit talking.
We should probably. So the competition Robbie went to with it was like one bear bow and one bow hunter setup, and they were actually kind of like that with the bow hunter rules.
Yeah.
They had a shit talking like trophy. Did you hear about this? The best of the best. That's the one that Robbie went to. And that was just like a trophy they gave out at the end on top of the regular award. It's like whoever talked the most shit or like most
Yeah.
creative or whatever. I don't know who won it, but yeah.
That would be cool.
I don't know if we should do that, but it depends. You have to keep it like somewhat lighthearted, like. But I don't think they did. I think they were like,
But we're gonna
get ready.
the email I got. We're gonna meet in Iowa City somewhere.
Okay.
Everybody get together.
Okay.
Some Sunday probably, and
Yep.
we'll get all the
At
rules.
Lepics or something, or what?
I know what we're gonna do.
At the cabin.
We could meet at Lepics. That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I mean, why not? Lepic probably be like, why are you guys here? I don't have a range.
Yeah. And,
You're not shooting at my range.
then we can figure out all the rules, entry fee, how we want to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. It'd be
Yeah.
something to do for this winter.
Yeah, I'm glad
I mean-
that the guy at F6, I forget his name right now off the top of my head.
Wyatt.
Wyatt. I don't think I've met him in person, but yeah, he came up with that idea and messaged all of us. I think it was
It's a
good
great idea. I mean, it's one way to get everybody together.
Yeah,
I mean,
it could like spark a circuit or just
It
spark
could.
like getting people to go to more shoots.
So what
and
if
stuff.
it's more than one team for?
it can
Which
be.
that's the thing too. That would also, I think that would be cool because I don't want to like limit.
You're
how many
not going to
people would
limit
go.
it, but we want. They don't. What we
So you
don't
have like
want.
an A team, a B team. Well, you don't have to.
We
call them
just
that,
don't
but-
want a stacked team of people from all over the state.
Oh no, for sure. I mean,
you,
yeah.
you want to be affiliated.
I mean, that would be kind of lame if you did it because it's like, what are you really getting? Like,
Yeah, I know.
Nobody's like, even if the prize is like $1,000, it's like, oh wow, like look at you, you're so cool.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you like stacked a deck to win $1,000.
but really, to go to all four of them, that's a commitment.
oh, for sure.
You're gonna have to have alternate shooters probably.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
would be, I feel, even better odds. Like I said, Mark for indoor, Robbie for 3D.
Yeah, but you're going to get Mark to go clear.
That's gonna be the hard part.
Clear up
If
the
Nick still worked
bags,
here,
too.
he is store shooter. So if I don't know, I'm gonna get Nick to go to one. Actually, Mark probably be easier convinced. But if I did get Nick to go to
Yeah,
one,
'cause
I'd be
both
okay
of you
with.
have to go probably.
Yeah, I'd be okay with Nick going to shooting indoor.
Yeah,
Remember that
he
sh-
can
yeah.
shoot indoor. That's
He
a sick
shot like
especially with a
XVs.
bow hunting bow.
Yeah, he shot XVs. His sight was like literally every one. Like this is the center of the 10 ring. All of his shots were on this side of it, and he missed 110 with XVs, so 5mm arrows. And I think he was like a 20x or something.
He goes, yeah, that was,
$2.99.
easy. That was easy. I go, shut up, Nick.
It was with like a carbon bow too, so it's not even like I don't think he had that much bar weight on it. It was like I don't know how you hold that thing steady, but whatever. Shot pretty good. So get him some 27s. We be chilling.
That's the
I don't
scary
know.
part. There's some shooters in this state
Yep.
that would shock us,
Oh, for sure.
and they just don't.
Yeah, did we ever tell you about that one guy? Oh, I can't remember his name either. I'm really bad at names. But Robbie was like coaching him. Like he came in for a coaching lesson, and then like I think a couple nights later or something, he just came in just to shoot, just actual bow hunter setup, like as a Halon whatever, shot a 300, just like didn't like not into target,
He didn't
doesn't know
even
what
know
that
what it was.
means.
He
Yeah, he
just-
didn't know what that means. He went to the pro am after that. He didn't do good, but I think it's because it got to him. But he just like shot a 300, and Robbie's like, "What the fuck? Like you're just a random guy." He's like, "Maybe you should do this." And he went to the pro am and didn't. He got. I think the nerves got the better of him. But yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome though. I mean,
Yeah. no, it's pretty sick.
well, I'm looking forward to this coming weekend.
Yep.
It's gonna be a good time.
Oh yeah, Metropolis. Warren's going too.
That'll be your first one?
Yeah, first.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Too bad it's gonna be hot as balls.
Yeah, you see the weather? Oh yeah, I told you about the weather. Yeah,
It don't bother me.
Drink lots of water.
that don't bother
I'm gonna
you.
try-
100 degrees don't bother you.
I'm gonna turn myself into a camel.
You said that on the group chat. Have you looked at the group chat at all? Oh my god. He says I need to start drinking water now. I need to fill up like a camel. That's what his words exactly. What the fuck do you mean?
You get a lot of water in me here,
Yeah.
so I
I
don't
think-
die on the course from heat.
Oh jeez.
I think the only reason I haven't is because if you throw up 20 targets to shoot at compared to going and shooting 120 arrows,
Yep.
you know, if I'm on travel, I'm going to travel to somewhere where I can shoot my bow.
That's fair enough.
So
I get that. I've heard that from
get that.
people.
No, I'm gonna turn it the other way. It's the atmosphere there.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's,
Yeah.
It's the atmosphere everywhere, though.
yeah. It's just.
I think
it's
field
just
course
a-
you'd probably have the same thing because you have 4 people you're kind of walking around with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never been there, so I can't say.
Yeah.
I can
Indoors-
just speak for what I've been to.
Yeah. Indoors you can have a good group and you can have a silent that nobody talks to each other group, which is
Yeah.
actually annoying.
So I've had that indoor. The group, the 4 guys I've shot with are quiet as hell, but I'm talking to this guy 6 bales down, and
I've
we're
done
just
that
hooping
too.
and hollering.
I've
Yeah.
done
I mean-
that too.
It's
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the national events and stuff that I've gone to it's so neat because there's people from all over the world.
Yep.
yep,
And you meet people, you know, all over the world.
yeah.
Yep.
You know, people you can't even, you know, different language, and you end up you're doing the same sport, and you communicate and you have a good time, and
Yep.
I learned a lot of words for different things that I didn't know what the word meant. But
So the like in Vegas, to your point. So the first 2 days I shot with a woman from Germany and one from New Zealand and one from like Wyoming or something. And then the third day I shot with the guy from France, and I think one from like Washington, one from like California or something like that. But yeah.
You had different groups.
So that's
each
how
day?
they on the freestyle at least. I think that's all of them actually, even championship, because it's peer grouped on the last day, kind of.
Oh,
But it's even more than peer grouped, kind of. It's like
so you're not peer group the second day?
no.
No. So it's the first 2 days seed you into the flights, and so that's why. That's what I told you about, where it looked like I was trying to do
Sandbagging?
something. Yeah, and then I absolutely was not. I could promise you on my life, I was shaking all 3 days, even worse on the third day. But so yeah, the first 2 days seed you into something, and then the third day you feel. The reason they do this is it's almost like a gamble, and the third day feels like, okay, I can still win something, because you can still win a decent bit even in the way low flights.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, it'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, so even if you shoot bad on the first 2 days, you pull together the third day. So it makes it. I think it's probably the reason they probably did it is like more of like a, so people don't just like leave and not shoot the third day if they shot like shit. Probably, right? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you leave?
I just-
I know there's people like that, but I don't. I mean, I've heard it once or twice on the course lately. I'm shooting like shit, so I just kind of gave up. Why?
Yeah.
Why would you just throw in the towel?
I mean, sometimes I feel like, yeah, this is just gonna get worse.
I mean, granted,
definitely want to leave, but
I've gotten frustrated, but you might come back.
yeah, you definitely shouldn't. Yeah,
I mean,
do this out of the mindset, because you're
you
for
could
sure
be-
not coming back the second you decide that you're not coming back. If you decide it, then it is what it is.
I mean, I've seen guys 12 down come back and shoot 8 up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, it can be done. It's just don't quit.
Yep.
Quitters suck.
Yep. I think my 28 up score in Foley, I think the first 5 targets, I was like even or something. Maybe I was 2 up, and I was like, that's not really a good thing, because it's like now you have 15 targets to hit like 20 or whatever you need to hit. And I was just like, I'm not fucking doing this. Like,
couldn't
I'm
tell you-
not doing this.
I couldn't tell you where I was at.
Yeah.
'Cause
You
I don't-
didn't. I always keep score.
I don't care.
I don't know if I've ever not kept score.
Because
Do you like keeping score?
I don't care.
it's
Yeah,
one
but
target at a time.
I don't care, but I volunteer to keep score because I want to
Yeah.
know where I'm at.
There's a trick to it too. If you're going to keep score, always announce what the scores are after every.
I walk away.
Oh, you're trying to fuck with them?
He's
Yeah,
like-
there'd probably be somebody that's just like, I don't want to hear it. Stop telling me.
It don't matter. That's part of it. Because a lot of times they might let you score because you know the score, and it can affect you.
affect you. Yeah,
And so guys will announce, okay, well you're at this, I'm at this, and this.
yeah,
So everybody knows it's all fair.
yeah. For me, the thing is, I'm gonna either know it, like just by remembering it, or I'm going to want to know it, and so I might as well just know it.
Yeah.
So
Especially
it's
if it's like getting down
Just
to
like
the wire.
this weekend, the guy that was calling the arrows took off and Russ was hitting 12s all the way around, out across the open and everything. We turned, come back. He's 10 points above me. Mm-hmm. He's pulling arrows, but we're announcing a score. On the way back in, I was hammering the 12s, 5s, and 8s.
So you were
from Russ.
thinking you were gonna get to him a little bit, huh?
that's
well-
you can say the score.
Gamesmanship, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Like-
it's part of the game.
Depends on how you score it. If you say up or down, I'll get it. You got a 212. Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe Jacob does that.
Yeah,
He does running
I
total.
can't.
He
I
doesn't
can't
mess it
think
up.
that quick where I'm at.
Yeah,
But you go, if I'm up or down, I know right where I'm at now.
yeah.
But if you read that, like, you know,
Yeah,
You know where
doing,
you're at and where you should be.
doing run and score. And it's pretty easy to tell if you're, below or above.
Yeah,
Pretty easy to tell. We just was announcing the totals.
it doesn't bother me a lot. I mean, it really doesn't bother me. I don't care, but I just don't. I do better when I'm not keeping score.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've never intentionally done gamesmanship, but one time I did unintentionally do it because I said like, "Man, you're shooting good," and that obviously isn't good for people sometimes. Which
Yeah.
and then usually that doesn't.
Well, and a lot of times you see it like, just like Russ was up 10 on me. And then as we turn around, I beat him by 10.
Yeah.
Oh
knows all
wow!
that.
Oh,
So
it
you
can
really
turn-
flipped the script. Holy
I mean,
crap.
it can turn quick.
Yeah, because all of a sudden now he's trying too hard. And then I'm still.
But really, 10 points, that's
Oh,
only
man.
5/12s.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Or that's
Yeah.
5/8s.
Yep.
And he popped
Or
a
two
couple,
fives.
couple fives right off the bat.
Boom. And there's
it
10
was like,
points.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Yeah. Something I've seen happen a lot actually is like I will get beat for like a lot of targets, like by somebody else in the group. They'll just be like hot on a hot streak. And then it's a lot of times it's usually their highest score they've shot, or like they're getting to where like, man, this could be my highest score I've ever shot. Then all of a sudden they like going after shit that is just foolish to go after. Like they're just aiming
Yeah.
directly at a 50-yard target or something dumb. They'll shoot an 8 and they're like,
Yeah.
man. And then all of a sudden that gets in their head and they're just like, oh, I shot an 8. And it's like, I'll just be like, I'm not going crazy because I know that if I go crazy, what's going to happen? Keep going, and then it almost always ends up
The
other
game
way.
is played one arrow at a time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you got to stay
100%.
within that.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume Fields the same way.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I mean, is there a strategy to it?
Hit the middle.
I mean,
Yeah, that's the only thing that's maybe different is like on the ASA, like you can panic if you're down. Like if in that situation where it's like before that point, if I'm down, like I've done it in the past where I'm like, man, I'm kind of like lower than I need to be right now, so like I'm gonna just aim at it, and then that never goes good because you risk too much. Like it's the risk versus reward, and in your brain it goes like, oh, we need to risk, and it's like, no, you don't. You just need to keep playing the game. Like you might not hit those ones you maybe should have, but like if you just start going like playing the gambling game, you're most likely not.
like
gonna
I've
work.
always said, 40 and under, I'm aiming directly at them
Yeah.
because those are the ones I have to have in the K50 class.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
You have to. And the 50-yard max, I'm not going to lie, it's IBO.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I want the 10. I'm shooting for a 10. And if I fall into one or bounce into one up high, good, great. But to say I'm aiming at a 12 at 50, I'd be a liar.
But for me, it depends a lot on like the whole set, like the lighting, the footing, the
The
everything.
marks on the target.
Yeah. the
And there's
everything.
times that I've been with a really good group where if there's more happens at the pro-ams. If there's arrows in the upper and
That's
lower
another thing too. Yeah.
at 45 and on, I'm aiming at your arrow. If I'm holding good enough that day, I'm not aiming IBO. I'm aiming because I've been hitting high above arrows.
Okay.
So let's just put the pin on the arrow and see what happens.
Yep. For me, it's not necessarily that. That's another factor is like if it's like where the knock is and like the bushing and like, is there a risk or is there no risk? Like, where can I not lose points but have a chance to gain points? Like if it's like, well, if I, like the arrow's blocking the right side of the 12, if I aim on the left side, that's on the inside where the 10 is. It's like if I aim just like kind of middle 10, but like my pin's like barely maybe touching the 12. Like if I can maybe sneak behind the arrow, that's cool. But if I hit a 10, it is what it is. At least I'm not shooting directly at it and it could glance
Do
to an 8
you
or something.
notice what your other guys are shooting for arrows?
I don't pay attention to it that much.
I have been.
I only look
lately.
at like the pin bushing thing. I don't really.
So,
I haven't paid attention to this.
like if you're shooting a 23, my 27 it ain't gonna glance off real bad.
Yeah.
It's more than likely gonna move your arrow out of my way.
It might. I get what you're saying. For me, it's mainly the bushing. Like if you have a really really like this kind of
Yeah.
pin bushing, no thank you.
Yeah.
If it's like a really tapered
Like
and
the
a
gold
uni
tips.
bushing,
Yep.
you can like even if you glance, it's usually not going to be terrible, and then you have a decent chance of piping it too because it's got at least got an open hole.
If you ever go to Plum Creek, there's an arrow on the wall with my name on it and one of the owners.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was shooting a 25 and I was shooting a Pierce.
Oh,
My
so you went
Pierce
straight
is
through it?
inside his arrow.
That's pretty cool.
Really.
He did not have a pin bushing on his arrow. He
Yeah.
does now.
Yep. You can do it.
And
Yeah.
it's hanging on his wall up there.
My
Plum
next
Creek.
3D arrows are pin bushings.
Yeah, there's benefits and downsides. I always worry about them bending.
Well,
I get that the knock can bend, but
You're
like,
gonna know.
what about the metal
If
bend?
the knock
I
is
don't know
broken,
if you can. Well,
If-
the knock can be broken, but
if you use a bite or knock,
Mm-hmm.
and if they're very easy to see if they're broke.
yeah,
Very easy. One of the easiest to see.
I agree with that.
And so if the knock's broke,
just don't shoot the pin.
I don't shoot the pin.
I always worry about them getting
If-
hit but not broke, and so bent.
If they are hit, I replace them. I do not shoot a hit
Well,
pin
yeah.
again.
Probably a good idea. Even if it's on the side or just mainly on the.
If you
Anywhere.
see that pin even a mark on it at all, usually you'll know. If your knock is really hit, that I don't shoot that pin again. I replace it.
Probably, I mean, that's a safe option for sure.
Yeah, I order a lot of pins when I like my Pierces and stuff.
Yeah.
You're running pin knocks.
Yep,
On
with
your
collars
Pierces.
and everything.
Yep. I need to get some colors for those.
Because I built gold tip hunters for outdoor, and I got collars, but I'm not running pin knocks.
They have oh, yeah. I guess they probably would for hunting. I'm going to say colors on fucking gold tip hunters.
That-
6.5 millimeter arrows.
Yeah, I got them, and I'm running the same knock I'm running now for my target arrows and GTO, and
Nice.
really skinny veins. And a 4 Fletch, I think,
Yeah.
or 3, I don't remember. So, yeah, it'd be fun. Screw in points.
Mm-hmm. You'd be a bow hunter setup, right?
That's exactly why I did it.
All right. Is there anything that we didn't bring up that you wanted to talk
I
about?
think we got it covered.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on again.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
You're
Warren.
welcome.
Are you
Why?
ever first repeat guest?
Yeah,
I think so.
we'll have them on before Pro Am too.
Yep. Yep. I want to try to get.
When you
like,
get
some
Alex
pros.
down here,
Well, yeah. He said he's gonna come down here like some random weekend or something.
yeah,
I want to try to like message some pros and like try to set because it's like you're gonna be shooting this range anyways. Just come in here early. We'll open the door, let you shoot, and then do this. See,
Yeah.
I bet someone will take me up on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why
Never
not? Right? Never
Yeah.
know if you don't
You never
ask.
know. Gotta ask. So, but so we're at. Well, thanks for watching, guys.
See you later. You just kiss them goodbye or
See you.